Well, you need items to sell, and I need to get rid of items because I don't have time to list all these items.
Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I am here with Barb today. And we are here at part 2 of this video. So if you did not watch part 1, she had an entire table full of stuff for me to look at, and we did it again. I'm trying to think what it would go for. Now, right. Starburst, part of me is thinking, honestly, sometimes I wonder what I'm thinking. That's a good number. This is probably an 8-piece, at least an 8-piece set. Well, you know what I mean? Uh-huh. So I'm immediately thinking it could be as high as like $70.
Okay.
Sometimes I overinflate things, but
right.
It has the Starburst, and that's very...
Right, that's why I got it, because I knew that...
Okay, so I would probably want to spend no more than like $10.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sure I didn't spend more than that.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I would do at an auction. I wouldn't go anything more. Because, you know, it's like, these are kind of annoying to set out and photograph.
Right.
And,
although now Aaron has to do that, right?
Yes, he does. He is the new photographer, and that's helping me out because I can buy more. So this is a carving set, and I am not going to buy it.
Okay.
Carving sets are not good sellers.
Well, I thought that, but then you bought something similar at the rummage sale.
That was a rummage sale. It was $1.50. It was sterling silver, and it was made of real antlers.
Oh, so, I forgot it was real antlers.
Yeah. Okay. So I decided.
Yeah.
Pencil sharpener, you know how I feel about that. However, this one looks pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Pretty beat up. And I'm not entirely sure what people are buying these for, if they are using them like homeschooling or if there's just a lot of people out there wanting that look.
Yeah.
But
if you want it, I'd do $1. If you don't, that's fine.
I really don't.
Okay.
Either way. I kind of remember this, and I don't know why.
Well, I think I showed it to you. I had gotten it at Goodwill. And I was trying
You were trying to figure out the dating on it.
Yeah, and maybe we even asked Scott. I can't remember.
We did ask Scott.
Like, because it has the Art Deco look to me, and then we weren't sure, and then I thought he said that he thought it was, so I don't know. I don't know if you want to sell any lamps. I just put it.
I like it. I do like it, and I might even have a spare thing. Uh-huh. I know I have a harp at home. Actually, this is the type that you might use like a clip-on or something. On the clip-on over the bulb.
Over the bulb, yeah.
What did you pay?
Well, it was Goodwill, so I probably paid around like $4, I would imagine.
Okay, so like $5?
That's fine.
Okay. I like it. And I might even want to keep it. I don't know. It's so
I know,
cool
I thought
looking.
about it, but what am I going to do with all
I don't know. I don't know. What am I going to do?
Now this, I never did ask you about it. I had gotten it at that, I don't know, some rummage sale. But I wasn't even sure what the deal was, like how it's supposed to go.
How it's supposed to be mounted?
Yeah.
I see that there's like a hole there, so you would...
So it does go on the wall like a sconce?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is a sconce. So you paid... Oh, your sticker's still on there. Yeah.
I didn't
Now,
know.
the wiring does need to be redone. I see...
Oh,
Can you see the wire hanging out?
Yeah, I didn't see that. Well, that kind of, yeah.
It does make it a problem.
Yeah.
But wiring for me isn't that difficult, so for $2 I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought with those specs, you know, and it was real,
the
specs,
had a good
look to it.
Very retro. And I have sold something like that before on Etsy, so.
I thought maybe.
And I don't remember what it sold for. I want to say like 30 or like with shipping included. Uh-huh. It's hard for me to remember sometimes because I bundle that shipping.
Yeah, but this definitely, you know, it needs a little work, so.
Yeah, I think I can do well on it. The sundial. Where did you? I
forgot who makes this. Let's look. This
Hall
is
Superior Quality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, some of these were listed for a decent amount, but I don't know for sure if they're selling for that. But it just has such a cool look to it.
I know. It's so awesome. That's something that I would have to think about because now we're getting into a heavier item, and since I bundle my shipping. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's something I'm actually drawing a blank on as far as a value. So
yeah,
I don't know. What are these? Are these Otajiri?
Okay, I kind of put these out here to see if anybody knows what in the world that is because I kept forgetting.
It says Italy. Maybe I'm just seeing things. See that second tiny word?
Yeah. Now that you say that, I never really noticed that was even like a separate word. Can't see anything really.
Now I'm wondering why I said Italy because that doesn't look the more I look at it, the less it looks like Italy.
I can see, but they do look like something that could be Italy.
Yeah,
maybe,
so I would maybe search that.
Yeah, maybe I will. I figured you probably didn't want them, but I just,
They're really, really pretty, honestly, though.
They
and
are
they
pretty.
kind of have like you can feel, you can feel that. Okay, cool. Oh, how fun. Are these like little mud birds?
I don't know what mudbirds are.
Well, here's the thing. One time I had something that looked like this, and
Okay. I
said, I don't know what kind of bird this is. And a subscriber said, it's a mud bird.
Oh.
And then I didn't know what a mud. So I looked it up, and they kind of look like this, but
Oh, okay.
I think it's just a bird that hangs out in the mud.
Oh. Interesting.
I don't know.
No, those were just from a yard sale one time.
How lovely. It's a sugar and a creamer,
Yeah.
lusterware. This is, now again, lusterware, but it's
Right.
unique looking.
Yeah.
And we're going to hit people that collect birds or people that collect odd things. So,
I think I probably paid $2 for them at the yard sale.
okay, for 2 I would.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking a chance, honestly, on those because I don't
think I ever looked them up. And lusterware is just so tricky.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thought exactly. Okay. I will actually pass on
I
this
figured
one.
you probably would. I just took
It's
a
to
chance.
Japan, but it's kind of just...
It's just a teacup. I actually do
Yeah.
have teacups that kind of match it. But
I know, you found those-
Maybe I should list those as a set.
This is a 1980s tablecloth. Or tablecloth. Oh, it's terry cloth tablecloth.
I just thought it was interesting.
It is. I
I
know.
only threw that up there because you love those new and packaged things sometimes. So
I don't like this though
Okay.
because terry cloth doesn't sound very great for a tablecloth to me.
Uh-huh.
No matter if it's vintage. And I may be making a oopsie there, but... And it's 52 by 52, which is basically a card table. So that's not great either.
That's true.
So
Well,
no...
I think I got that like free in an auction lot one time or something.
This one here, now I do sometimes buy teacups. This is made in England.
I had the hardest time. I was trying to look it up, and it was funny because so many were coming up, you know, that were similar, but I couldn't find that one. And people had them priced all over the place. Like some of them were like $30, some of them were $10.
But
and
what were they selling for?
I don't know.
You didn't look at that time?
I probably didn't. That would probably, you might, well, I don't know if you'd want to put it in the booth or online, but.
In my opinion, things like this sell in the booth for like no more than $8.
Oh, okay.
No more.
Yeah.
That's just here locally. Online, maybe you can get more. I just sold but it was a special kind. It was 1,000 faces.
Oh, yeah.
That one sold for $30 with shipping included, which means I netted about $22 for it.
Yeah.
But it was a specific collectible kind styled after something much older.
Okay, yeah.
Or older. But
It was a really pretty one.
it wasn't. I bought it for like, what do you remember? Was it like $2 to $4
Yeah.
somewhere in there at that rummage sale? No to this. I don't.
Yeah.
It's brass, which is cool, but I feel like we're on the way out on brass
Probably.
for the
Maybe
most
I
part.
could put some candles and like fake spider web and use it as part of like a Halloween display
Maybe.
sometime.
This is really cool. I like this
You
one.
were with me when I got that.
Where'd you get it? I forget.
We were at a yard sale in town.
Yes, that's right. And you paid $10 or $8?
Did I?
No,
Really?
no, maybe not. It was either, I thought it was
Maybe
8.
5.
Really? Okay.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Maybe I just made that number up. So it's really pretty. Trying to remember. Now I see these things at, say, flea markets, and for some reason the number 2025 is what I'm thinking
Yeah,
on
probably.
selling price on those.
I don't remember like what the age on those typically is. But
Oh, I would say
some-
turn of the century, around 1900s.
Uh-huh.
And especially considering this motif here, this Art Nouveau kind of styling, yeah, I would say probably 1910 or earlier.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense, I guess.
Oh, on the back side, really pretty, the green. I don't know. I like it a lot, but I'm not sure of how much these things sell for.
Right.
And
Well, I mean, you can think about it, or I guess I would probably, I don't think I paid more than $5 if you want it for $5.
I would do it for $5.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think
That's
I
kind of
didn't pay
a,
more
I'll
than
figure it.
$5.
I think that it's probably a $25, $30 item.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So for $5, I would try it out. And I mean, it's a little bit loose on the binding, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
This, I don't think so. It's a wall pocket made to look like a little frying pan.
I think it was left in or something, and that's why I put it out
Yeah,
there.
it is cool, but it's not special enough.
Yeah.
So notice that one. This is freaking cool.
I know, and I really should sell it myself, but
I know.
it's one of those things that I'm having a hard time, like, well, you know, I'm not a big fan of shipping super awkward stuff.
I know.
And then, you know, there was the problem of this. Somebody had glued some of those, you know, foam things in, I guess, and so...
It's yellow down there.
Right.
And I tried telling you at the time, like, you don't really need to worry about it, because if you could just put more foam in there and put more flowers, and no one's ever...
Now, I got to think where this was made, because I had looked it all up. It's like, I think
California...
yeah, it's like Sierra something. I know it was on there somewhere. Why don't I see it? Sierra.
Is it on the bottom of one of these?
Oh, wait. No, there's just numbers on the bottom of those.
Oh.
Well, it's Sierra, like Sierra Vista maybe, or something like that. But then when they have this metal design, it was like I think it was that the factory used to be like a scissors factory, and then they ended up like making things with, I guess, the leftover stuff or something, but...
Weird.
Anyway, it does, it worked when, you know, I've had it on. It has the 2 different light bulbs. You can have one on, both off.
Did you ever research to see if there was some kind of an insert that was supposed to set here that was maybe clear?
I know you said that, and I didn't see it, but I had a hard time finding this exact one with a clock.
Maybe, okay, so if that's the case, I don't know if it really matters then. But I'm just wondering, because like they went to the trouble of, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Maybe it was just this way.
I don't know.
It could have even been a piece of plastic that had maybe like a waffle. I'm just designing things that don't exist. But I was thinking, wouldn't that look nice if there's like a waffle pattern and then it, but okay, I don't know what something like that even sells for necessarily. Did you look up research?
I thought that it would be a good seller, especially
like
if I could...
75, 80?
That's what I was thinking, because it's hard to find one like it with the clock and everything. Now, I don't know if somebody would want to rewire it or not. Like I said, I plugged it in and it worked and I'm still alive, but that doesn't necessarily mean... But I don't know. I got a good deal on that. It was half off day at an estate sale, and I'm almost positive I got it for 10. But I think it would be a good seller, so my price for you would be 20 if you want to take a chance on it or whatever.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this here.
I know you have some of those, and that one, it does have some issues. So.
I just sold one, so this is in... That sounds beautiful.
I think it might have the song on the bottom. I don't know. I thought it said something.
Some Sunday Morning by Reliance. So that's, I like this one. This is a good size, and we got the graphic on top, which is still very vibrant. So that's nice. I do like this kind of colored foiled exterior in the blue, the soft blue color.
You got one that was pink. I think it was identical.
It was either a pink or it was like like very soft purple, like a lavender color. So what?
Like $2.
Yeah, well, let's do 3. I like...
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the other one sold pretty easily for me, and that's a nice
okay.
size. Yeah, it's a good size.
I think we're almost, the only thing...
So what were the things the leaf?
The leaf I figured you don't want.
No, I don't want the leaf.
And then these are those little Holt Howard creamer things?
No.
Okay.
The things that I was wondering... So actually, I'm going to cut out and we're going to look up this one, and this one, and... Oh, I didn't know about did we do the dog? I did do the dog. I did do the dog. There was nothing else that we were I was been like, I don't know.
Think so.
Okay. Okay, so I just need to look up those 2 items. Okay. All right, so I double checked the prices on these 2 items. This one here sells for between $12 and $20. There is a small little chip there, so it's probably like a $15 realistic casserole, which I was surprised to see, and that must mean that there's either a lot of them out there or nobody wants them. So that's what that means. This one, we're gonna need a lot of help from all of you. If anyone happens to know what this is, what the value of something like this might be, it is made by Fire King. I'll show you that stamp here on the bottom. So the stamp is right here. There we go. So, a couple things to note. Yes, it is in this, I believe it's called Splash, is the form. Maybe to keep your batter in the bowl, as it's taller and a little bit flared out. And they did the tulip design in the same one as, I think they did an apple design. So, but it's confusing because I see nowhere online an all green version or an all any other color version. So I would suspect this was probably from maybe a 3-bowl set. Weren't the tulip patterns a 3-bowl set, or were they 4?
I believe 3 maybe.
Okay. So it's probably part of a set like the primary was with Pyrex, but this is obviously not Pyrex. It is obviously not a standard bowl shape. So if anyone knows what this is, I can't find it anywhere in my searches. Neither can Barb.
Nope.
So let us know. That way we know what we got, if anything.
If it's worth $100, I'm keeping it. No.
There you go. No, I mean, why not? But it's cool. Okay, so we'll leave that to everyone else. I think we did pretty good. We can package this up, and I think you have more.
Oh, well, see, yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, if you look up, it's not terrible. Look, there's lots of wall space still. Look at the Halloween display. Isn't that nice? Okay, so yeah, so I guess we'll package up some of the stuff and maybe see what we've got.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we cleared the table and we now have more items on, not as many as before, but let's keep up where we were going. First item here. Now this I would sell in the booth. It's kind of large for online. It kind of is like,
I don't know if I can't remember what we said. That was so long ago now at the beginning of this video, but I don't remember if we said that at one time I was strongly considering starting a booth. So that's kind of why I have so many items that I wasn't sure if I wanted to list online. And so I've decided that in the next year or so, I'm not interested for sure. So that's why another reason why I was trying to.
Yeah, and she's trying to make room in the house, and it's, yeah. So, okay, something like this. We have Christmas coming up, which is great for me. So that makes me more interested in it. It's one of these molded items.
It's an Atlantic mold.
Atlantic mold.
I can try. It's probably.
Where did you ever get this thing?
This one, I thought we got this. I have 2 of these. The other one has a black bag, so I don't remember where I got this one for sure. Maybe an auction. But the other one you found me at Goodwill. You found it on the cart when they rolled it out. I think that was the other one that I'm keeping. Okay. I don't know where it's supposed to say Atlantic mold, but I know it is.
Okay. What do you think?
Price. Oh, right. I forgot. Gosh, I'm trying to think what you'll be. I don't know what you'll be able to sell him for in the booth.
Probably about 24. Somewhere in there, I think.
Would you do 4 or 5?
5, yeah.
Okay. I don't think he had any chips. You'll have to check him out.
No, he doesn't look like it. So that's a goody gumdrop. Now this is a wonderful set of canisters, and I actually remember these because we were at the Chirping Frog Emporium.
And I happened to spot them, and you were kind of jealous. And silly me, they've been in the closet for the past year, so it's time for you to take a shot with them.
Isn't that funny? So these are these spun aluminum, rolled aluminum canisters from the 1950s era, and they are each marked here with their, flour, sugar, coffee, tea. I believe there would have been white paint over this, and it's just worn down now. And that's okay. So canisters like this, I would be more interested in buying and selling online because they do collapse in each other. So that's always wonderful for shipping. So all these nest in each other.
Yeah.
So that helps. Oh, and there's your receipt.
Oh, yeah.
So
we found the receipt.
What was it?
Where'd it go? It was this one right here. So it would have been $24.99, but that booth had a 50% off, so it was $12.50.
Okay. That's kind of the tops of where I would, so $13.
Yeah.
You need to, do you have your paper?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, I think those would be pretty good. And online, I'm kind of just, I don't know offhand, somewhere around 35, 40 plus shipping. So I think that'll be pretty good for me. Here's a little Homeco box, and it's Homeco stands for, well, it's home interiors, but I wonder. Okay, so they're like little I have never seen little ceramic things by them. Well, not in the butterflies. That's strange, isn't it?
Homeco is not, you know, something that I've bought before, but I saw these at Goodwill,
There's
and
3.
since they were in the box, I thought maybe, but.
So I am actually unsure of something like this. Oh, I love their their little labels. Let's see. It says Lasting Products Inc. Strange. Are we sure that these are Homeco? Because why did it say Lasting Products Inc. on it?
We can look them up, but I'm pretty sure that they are.
Okay.
I'm about 95%.
Well, what did you?
I think I just paid $1 for them, so yeah, like $1.
Okay, for that I would take a chance on it. Even if they're not Homeco, which they probably are because this box looks made for them.
Yeah.
The way that they're spliced in there.
Think so.
I think that's pretty good. We'll do that. Little piggy. I remember this tag. I know exactly where you got that, down the street.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How fun is that? Another planter. You buy planters quite a bit.
I know. I'm gonna have to let the dog out too.
Oh, you've got the dog and the...
He doesn't want to be in there.
What kind of dog is this? I forgot.
Golden doodle.
A golden doodle, yeah.
You're a
Yes.
wild animal. You need to be brushed. Yes,
Oh
you
my
do.
goodness.
He has to be brushed every day, but he
Oh
doesn't
my
shed,
God.
so
Well,
that's
that's-
the bonus.
Stella sheds every single day, every minute of the day. Here's what I've got so far, by the way, in case you're wondering. We have it all packaged up, and I'm really happy with this. So that's awesome. I forgot the dog's name. Why? Gus. What is wrong with me? Yes, Gus, good old Gussie Goo.
Yep, that's what we call him.
You do?
Yeah, really.
I just made that up. I didn't know that. Gussie Goo?
And I call him Mr. Gus, Gussie Goo, Goobler.
Oh, I was going to get a close-up of you, but you're...
Oh, no. Now
That's
he's
okay.
gonna get wild.
That's okay. Oh.
Gus. Yes, you have to sit like a good boy. Yes, I don't know if you would, you know, you're not as into planters as I am, so
I'm
if
actually
you don't think that that is something you'd want to buy for $3, I totally get it, because it's, you know how it is.
It's right. It's, for me, this one, I would pass on.
I think I probably will try to list it. It's just one of those things
Do it.
that sits because you're not like excited. It's not a huge profit item.
Right. It's going to be like maybe a $15 item.
Yeah.
Maybe.
12 to 15.
12 to 15, right. So like,
Yep.
that's kind of where I'm at on it. Okay, the brown, the redware, this was from that estate sale, wasn't it?
I was trying to remember, and I really don't.
Or did you decide not to buy those at that estate sale?
The recent one that we went to recently?
You came into the kitchen and you said, or maybe they were in your thing and you're like, I picked these up. I don't know if you wanted them or not. And I said, no, I don't.
did not buy those.
Okay.
In fact, those might be from the same yard sale as the planter, actually.
Okay.
It's possible.
Well.
I might have just taken the tag off.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, yeah.
50 cents, which
Okay.
isn't a bad price for these, but no, I pretty much have been staying away from the brown redware figurines. So maybe you can list those.
I
but
think, I'll list those because if I only paid 50 cents, I can make it, you know.
it's like a $12 item,
Yeah.
I think, plus shipping. So those are fun. Oh, I forgot this thing right in the middle. What a wonderful lamp. I'm trying to remember where.
I know
was
where I
this
got it.
the auction in Nashville? Oakville?
Where we stayed till the end, and then they started kind of, like, it was really high price at the beginning, I feel
I bought 2 of the lamps.
Yes, you bought some lamps too, and you had the shades. Like, it was like pink on
I
the shade.
still have them. They're in my spare room and I haven't listed them yet.
Well,
But
see, yeah.
it's going to happen. I'm
Okay.
going to do it.
This one has a cute little
I love
gold
this.
chain. Yeah, I was so into lamps, and I still do like them, but they take up so much room. That's their downfall.
So here's one of these clip-on. It clips right over the bulb. Wonderful canvas shade. This is the type of item that I would have probably bought if you weren't there. But it's beautiful. Look at the cranberry.
It looks pretty in the light.
I
don't
bet.
know, yeah. But we don't think that this is the correct style of shade, right?
Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah. That's a mid-century shade, isn't it?
Right. This is mid-century, like Oriental. I'm getting.
Yeah.
Is that actually the way? Because look. I don't know the right way to call things anymore. I feel like I've been told Oriental's the wrong thing to say, but I'm talking about a lampshade.
Right. It's
Not a
hard.
person.
I mean, Asian, I guess.
Asian. Yeah, I feel you can't go wrong with Asian because
would
like that's
think.
like a whole continent,
Yeah.
right? Because you'd say I'm an American, no
Right.
matter what state you're from. So, okay, so anyway, this is a really awesome lamp, and well, I think one of the best parts, but kind of an understated, like why do you care point here? But look at the way the plug is. There's like a little flower. Like it's not showing. It's Bakelite, I believe, for one thing, by Leviton, or no, it's Eagle brand. Nobody cares about this, but I think it's interesting. So I wanted to focus, but look, it's like a scalloped. It's not going to. Anyway, trust me, it's beautiful. So anyways, price.
Oh, right. No, I didn't pay much for that at that auction because that's when things were going.
And I got my
up.
lamps for, I think, under $5
Right.
for all of them.
It had
the
to
two
be.
I think that I got.
Yeah. Now, I don't remember what I thought the value of that could be when I tried to look it up. It's not like super high value, but
My problem is the same as what you're saying though, is like it's not really it looks like a total item, all in one, but it's
Right.
not. Like this is not the right kind
it
of
would almost be better to sell those separately, I think.
Right,
Or
or if
save
I-
the shade.
pull the shade. I might have one at home that would work better with it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things. I would think. Well, no, you tell me what you think. 'Cause
Oh gosh. Well, it's hard to say. Yeah, like if you were gonna sell it separate or what, but I mean maybe like 7 or 8.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do 8.
Okay.
I think that would be pretty good.
Then I make a little bit of money on it, and I don't have to ship it. So.
Yeah. Now it's just my problem.
Now, do you want to look at a really large size lamp? We could get another lamp out here, but this one would cost you more. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's in my bedroom.
That is outstanding. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember where you got this.
Okay, that was at the Adams auction, which is, you know, we don't go there that much, and it's hard to get things for decent prices.
That's right.
But you weren't there that night. I don't know why, but this was just, I was getting into lamps, especially mid-century ones, and I don't know if it's because of this lovely lock that somebody locked onto it, but I did get it for a decent price because of that.
That's so strange.
It really needs to be cleaned, and it's just one of those things that I like it, but I would not be shipping this myself.
Yeah. What I'm noticing is like, what's going on with the metal? Did you ever notice how badly that's tarnished?
Yeah.
Okay. And I wonder how much that really affects things.
Right. It affects it.
The lampshade is awesome.
Except for, yeah, I mean, it's got those spots or whatever.
Oh, right
I'm
here.
not sure why those happen. Maybe somebody knows if there's actually
get brown.
stains, or could it be
The one
from
over here.
something like
And
heat
here.
or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
But
So
yeah, anyway, I doubt you want to ship that, but I just thought it'd be fun to show it.
well, what's your price?
Oh gosh, what would my price be?
I'm not even sure what this would sell for. Part of me thinks like, look, in a wonderful world, if this was like amazing metal and everything, I don't see any problem with just shy under $200. But it's not a perfect lamp.
Right.
So in this case, I think that it's maybe somewhere between 1 to 140, maybe tops.
Yeah, one thing to probably figure out would be with the shade. I feel like the shade has a decent amount of value, but with it having some of those spots, how much does that affect it?
Right.
That kind of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to try to look into that and see.
Okay, we'll try to look into that and see. That's what she said.
I didn't get it for $5. I'm pretty sure that I paid between $20 and $30. So it's one of those things. I mean, you would be happy to probably have it for $20 or $30, but I don't know if I necessarily want to get rid of it for that or not.
Here's the thing. I think you should. It's wonderful that we showed it. I'm not comfortable with it, not because of the price, but because of the condition.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds kind of strange because it is an older item from like the 40s, 50s, but I look, we're gonna get to this, but here's a trash can, for goodness sake. It's from probably the same era, but this trash can almost looks better than the lamp. Like, so we're talking about a lamp that somebody's gonna have, so I think that it's kind of unwarranted, this amount of wear for something like this. A lamp that should have been inside its whole life. Why would it look like this? I don't know. Could you clean it? Yes. But that's going to cause a lot of it's going to cause a lot of issues with the price, I think.
Yeah, that's why it's just been on my dresser, because it looks good enough for me, although I do need to clean it up better again, but it looks good enough for me to display it in my bedroom. I like it enough, so. Yeah.
So I think, yeah, you should hang on to it. Maybe you can, well, you can keep the lock on there, I guess, if you want.
I don't know.
Let's, what I said no to these two things, and these are actually not Pyrex. These are Fire King. And you can tell that first by just the appearance alone. There's like this little rolled, it's like a rolled top here. Very different than the Pyrex, and the silhouette of it. As you can tell, it's very rounded off. Whereas Pyrex is still kind of rounded, but it's not this round. Offhand, I'm not sure what these are selling for. If they're similar to Pyrex at all.
I'm not sure how many are in the set of that either.
Probably 4.
Yeah.
My guess is that this is their answer to what Pyrex did. I don't know which came first. Part of me thinks Pyrex because it is so iconic. But this one is, I would guess, a 4-piece mixing bowl set by Fire King to be competitive, you know. I'm immediately thinking like $10 a bowl is kind of the selling price. So that would be like a $20 plus shipping item. So were you going to sell something like that?
Oh, I have no idea where I got that or how much I paid, but like $4.
Yeah, so that'd be 2 a bowl. I can do that. Okay. This little Folger coffee tin is kind of fun. No lid. Tins like this, they're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's a lot of them out there. Price-wise, I don't think you get anything more than like $10, 8 to 10.
Yeah, and so, I'm pretty sure I got it at a yard sale for like 50 cents or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good price. I would buy something like this for $1 and put it in my booth for like 8.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So that's, okay. That's kind of what I would do for something like that. And I do pretty good with tins. Something without a lid would be great for spoons.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting. It reminds me of kind of like a ginger jar because of its shape and the motif. It doesn't have a lid, so it's not a ginger jar. But it's also marked on the bottom here, 1989 LG. So it's a home painted ceramic from the 80s. Really cool. I love it. And it definitely looks like late 80s to me. The colors. I see this, I think Golden Girls immediately.
I think it would look nice with some tall
flowers.
Things, yeah.
White or, yeah, for sure. So it has this Asian kind of look to it. I might be able to sell this online. Maybe. It has a certain look to it. I'm kind of going after the colors here and the way that it is. But for just a vase like this and the size, I can't see more than like $20, $25 plus shipping on it.
Yeah, since it's, it's a hand-painted item, it's not like...
We're not talking like a collectible ceramic company or anything like that. So we're kind of just going off... I'm going off of just the style and the design.
Yeah.
The colors, for sure. Okay, so... Do you remember...
I don't know where in the world I got that. Like $3 or $4?
Yeah, I would do 3.
Okay.
On that one.
I don't think I paid more than that.
This is tricky for me because it is, when we get into larger things, it's like we're talking heavy weight too, and then you got shipping, and I do bundle my shipping in. So if it goes into a California or wherever, plus it takes up a lot more shipping supplies, crushed paper, bubble wrap, all of that. So I get a little bit more finicky. However, this is a large trash can. It's semi-lightweight. It's not extremely heavy, but it's about a 3-pound item. There are little tarnishes, but it is a trash can, so that is acceptable. So beautiful. I love that one. I sell trash cans for about $25 plus shipping, and I usually spend under $5 for them.
I think I spent probably $2 or $3 on it. I think it was bundled with some stuff that I got at an estate sale, like $3.
Yeah, I would do 3. Yep, that's a good one. And of course, they're kind of dirty on the inside. Not terrible. Those are great. Great trash cans. Oh, there's a few little things over here.
Oh, that thing is really dusty. We grabbed some stuff from the basement.
Oh, because they were doing construction and stuff. Okay, this is immediately catching my eye because it's just unique. And it has like a little box purse kind of look to it. I like that. It says made in Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia. So that's cool. It's metal. It's a little bank. Purely decorational is what it is. There's no real reason for it. So something like this, I wonder what to do about it. As a decorational object, I don't think it could bring more than like $12.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So I would have to pay under 2.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I would sell it for $2.
Okay. So then I would do it for 2. It's just kind of an odd thing.
Yeah.
These are interesting.
Good old Jean and Jack.
Jean and Jack.
I don't know. I have some others of these, and I just thought I was just into it for a while, and I still do like them, but I'm kind of at the point where I don't think I want a whole collection of them, so I'll probably sell those.
Were these painted
from an auction?
Were they painted by these people? Is that the idea? Like they
I'm not sure on that. Oh, he's got a chip. I forgot.
Uh-oh.
Well,
but I mean like it was like the equivalent of you and JT, and you're like, we're gonna paint these.
Put their own names on.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Could be. That makes sense. We're gonna say that's what they were, but we don't know.
They're interesting. They're chalkware, but I'm not a fan of the name thing. Now they do kind of have this cool vibe because of like the art form of it, but the style is tricky. The style that they're in.
Yeah. I just thought it would be cute to have like them all like lined up or something on a wall with their different names, you know.
If you had a cluster of these,
right,
like you could do amazing design with them, but for me, I don't think I would.
Yeah, I'll have to think about those and decide if I'm going to list them or not.
I actually have one of these at home, a little pocket change guy, and I don't remember where I got it or what I paid, but
when are they from? Like the 70s?
Late, I would say late 60s, early
60s.
70s. Pocket change. It's brass. Those are fun. These are plentiful. If I'm remembering correctly, you can find these all over online.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So, yeah.
Would you ever sell those in your booth or?
As a booth item, I don't think I could get more than like $6 for it though.
Yeah, probably.
That's my thinking.
If you want it for $1,
I'd pay $1 for it though.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure I didn't pay more than $1. I know that.
And honestly, I don't care. Like if I don't sell it, I'll put it in my house. I've always got change.
Yeah.
I'm full of change.
I did it right.
Perfect. 155.
We had to double check.
Yes.